there, welcome back to Still Waters ASMR. So today we are doing some first birthday planning. Because my little girl is going to be 1 year old very, very soon. Like within a few weeks. And I just don't know where the time has gone. Like, where has an entire year gone? And that jingling in the background is my cat, who wailed at the window needing to come in, and now she's going to make a fuss that she wants to go back outside again. So one moment, I'm going to let the cat out. Or I'm going to open the window and let all of the heat out of the house while the cat decides whether or not she wants to go outside. She is such a poop. Okay, now that the room is suitably freezing cold and the cat has decided that she wants to stay inside after all, let's get going. So the last year has just and I apologise for the jingling in the background because the cat just seems to want to make a fuss. Yeah, the past year has just flown by, and I think, how is it a year already? It's my daughter's first birthday coming up. She won't remember it, but we will. So the first birthday party is really for our benefit, not for hers. And we're gonna have my parents, my husband's parents, and my daughter's elder siblings. She's got a half sister and a half brother. They're coming along with her sister's partner and their child. So my daughter's niece is coming. And her brother, and then like the mother of her siblings, like my husband's ex-wife is coming because we get on really well. She's family. She's like an auntie type figure to, like an aunt type figure to my daughter. So she's coming along with her partner and his, possibly, I don't know, it depends if they've got his son that weekend or not. So there's gonna be, like, we have a very small house, so it's gonna be quite a house full. So there's like a lot of stuff that I need to do before before it happens. So I think I might start with like what needs to be done in the house. To be done in the house. Here comes the other cat. So the rooms that need to be rooms to be decluttered and cleaned. Like, my hand's making a really weird, like, squeaky noise on the pen. I'm starting at the back of the house. So the bathroom, the living room, and I'm gonna say the front entryway. So I'm got like the front entryway. and the kitchen. Oops, knocking the camera. Oops. So they need to be decluttered and cleaned. So cleaning includes hoover, dust, clean the windows, etc. So that areas need to be thoroughly cleaned and decluttered. I've already started decluttering the entryway because it's like a dumping ground. You come in the front door, it's right there, things get set down and it just gathers stuff. So I've already started doing that. I've got a fair bit of work to do in the kitchen. There's like a piece of like the kitchen worktop, the counter that like is like my husband's dumping ground, and it just accumulates stuff. So I'm gonna clear that out. And then obviously bathroom because folk might be using it, and then the living room because that'll be, most people will be spending time between the kitchen and the living room. The door to our bedroom will just be closed. My office doesn't need to be clean and tidy because people won't really be coming in here. We have a very small house. Oh, my cat is such a pain. She's such a turd. Hang on. Maybe she'll actually go outside this time. Now I've got her sister trying to come inside. Actually, her sister was looking for her to come play. Go play. Okay. I apologise for the interruption. And I hope that if you were like falling asleep that didn't wake you up. Yeah, because like we're gonna have, like in terms of adults, there will be 2 children. There will be 1, 2, 4, 9. Let me get that right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Yeah, so there's 11 adults, 2 kids. 1 and 2. I'm just thinking about like how many chairs we have in the house. We have got 4 dining chairs in the dining room. Oh wait, no. We've got 5 dining chairs in the dining room. So that's 5. I can't count. So we've got 5, and then in the living room we have got a 3-seater sofa, we've got a 2-seater sofa, and then we've got a chair, and then we've got like a stool thing. So we do have enough seating in the whole house, but like you can't have everybody in one place. Like we have a very small house. And I'm gonna like rearrange the kitchen. So remove playpen from the kitchen. And move the table. I need to like make sure, for example, that all the laundry is put away, that because like we dry laundry in the kitchen. We've got a pulley. So we need to make sure that that's all like put away and that sort of thing. Food plan, which is also probably known as a menu in most places, and I've just invented the word food plan, or the phrase rather. So my mum is gonna make potato salad. I've just forgotten how to spell potato. Is there an E on the end? Potato. I've forgotten how to spell like potato. Okay, potato salad and coleslaw. And then I was thinking, pizza. So basically what I'm planning on doing is setting up the kitchen so that there could be a table down one side and the seating will be kind of arranged so people can actually sit on it. And I'm gonna just lay out food in like a kind of buffet, help yourself. So I think I'm gonna suggest people arrive around about 12ish, like around about noon, and that way we can have like a late lunch. And then just have the food just laid out so people can just come and help themselves. But have it be food that it can be eaten at any time. So for example, the pizza we can cook and it can be hot, but it can just be left out and you can eat pizza cold. So that's kind of why I was thinking pizza would be quite a good thing, because it can be eaten cold. I was thinking carrot sticks and broccoli florets and dip, and then like crisps. I can't even spell crisps. Crisps. So that's potato chips for you Americans. We call them crisps over here. So I'm thinking like Doritos or Pringles or things like that with like, and then we'll have the dip. So we can have healthy veggies and unhealthy things and dip. Now my mother-in-law, I'm hoping, is gonna make a cake. I need to make sure we have ice cream. Oh, I'm just realising I'm like not even in shot. I'm looking at the paper and not actually looking at the camera. Maybe some like sausage, like so. Okay, so we've got like salady, snacky things. We've got pudding. Maybe like sausage rolls. Maybe some like sandwiches. Sandwiches and rolls, maybe. Well, because what I could do is I could just have like egg mayo, tuna mayo, some like salad and like ham and cheese and stuff, and then just have rolls, and then folk can kind of build their own. That might be quite a good way of doing it. sandwiches and pizza and sausage rolls. We've got like salady stuff. We've got snacky stuff. We've got cake and ice cream. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that is worth having. Because we could do like an afternoon tea type thing. Maybe some like little pancakes. Oh, and then I'm gonna want like juice. I'm gonna want like plenty of juice options. And then also to get I'm gonna get paper plates. We have plenty of cutlery, like we've got a ridiculous amount of cutlery. So I'm not gonna bother buying like plastic cutlery because we can use proper cutlery. But just to save on washing afterwards, I'm just gonna get paper plates because I don't think we have enough dishes. Well, okay, we do have enough dishes to go around because we've got like a set of 8 and then we've got a set of 5, so that's, we do have enough dishes to go around, but it just then means that we've used all our dishes. So I was thinking just do paper plates, napkins, and then I think I'm gonna actually just go and get some really nice like themed ones, maybe like banners. So my stepdaughter turned 21 earlier this, like a couple months ago, and her mother got her like these giant like pink metallic coloured inflatable balloons, like in like number 2 and 1. And last month my granddaughter turned 2, and so they used the 2 for her party, and I think they're going to bring the 1 to use for my daughter's party. So it's quite handy. So you can have the 1 balloon. I don't know if we're going to bother doing more balloons. I think the kids are maybe a little bit too small for more balloons. I just have images of them getting popped and it's a small house and that'd be a lot of noise. So I might not get any more balloons, but might put like a couple banners up or something. Oh, candles. We need candles. For the cake, obviously. I'm just trying to think if there's like anything else that I should get. Oh, I need to get a card and wrapping paper. Not that a 1-year-old really cares about getting a birthday card, but is there anything else? Because basically what we're planning is having folk come around about lunchtime, have just a like lay out a lunch, help yourself type lunch. Folk can just eat, and then we'll have like presents and cake and all that kind of stuff for my daughter. Because it's mostly adults, I wasn't gonna bother like organising any like games or anything. There doesn't really seem to be much point. It's mainly gonna be just entertaining ourselves with the children and everything. Oh, I should have thought I can take my office chair from my office through into the living room, so we can have plus an extra chair from the office. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy sitting on the floor. So I think that's kind of like the main plan for the first birthday. Okay. Something I was thinking about doing for you guys. So I have been watching a YouTube channel. I think it's called The Woods. I'm trying to like rip this quietly. And they're currently in the middle of like, they've been house hunting and they're in the middle of like buying a house. And they're in Florida. And I have no idea what they do. I gather they're fairly well off because they're looking at these like massive big houses. But I'm aware that in America, you get much bigger houses for your money than what you do here in the UK. So like, for the same amount of money in the UK versus America, you can get a much bigger house in America. But it just amuses me because now I just want to make it really clear, I love this channel. The woman who runs it is just an absolute honey, and I wish them all the best. And I don't want this to come across as a criticism of them, because I'm very much like, if you can afford a big house and that is what you want, then you go for it. Like, this isn't meant as a criticism, but I have been quite amused at the houses they look at, because it's just so vastly different to the life that I live. And they're looking at these huge houses. I mean, they are beautiful. I love looking at them, but I would never want to live in one because the amount of cleaning involved. I mean, you come in the front door and they often have these grand entranceways, big beautiful staircases, and then they've got a lot of them have got like this massive kitchen, which I do envy. I will give them that, especially when they have the big walk-in pantry. I'm like, oh, I would love that. And then they have like what they call like an eat-in kitchen, so there's enough space for a table in the kitchen. They then have a separate dining room. They then have like usually like a couple living room type spaces, like sometimes even three. Some of them have like been like an informal living room, like a more nice living room, and then like a kid's playroom, and then multiple bedrooms and bathrooms and everything. And then some of them have got like outside space, like an outside kitchen area, and it's just vast, huge space. And I had the idea of like drawing you a sketch of like my house that I live in right now, to show you like why this amuses me so much. So I was thinking what I would do is I would do like a sketch of, I might be divide the paper here, do like a rough sketch of what our house, I'll like show how it built up. So we have got, like, this won't be to scale because I'm just drawing it. And then we'll put a wall in like here. So this was the original house. This is the ground floor of the original house. This, I think, was the old kitchen. This was the old living room. And then upstairs, and then it's kind of like, so the original house was a very simple, I mean the doors probably moved from where it once was, but there's like a Also, to clarify, the walls are like super thick. Yeah, the walls are like super thick. Like several feet thick. So this was the original house. So upstairs you had 2 bedrooms, and these are in the eaves, so they're sloping roofs. And so these doors are in the eaves, so you have to bend to get through the doors. They're like this sort of shape, the doors. A little door handle. So they're like set in the eaves, and it's at the sloping roof. Is that what the eaves are? And then they have like little like velux windows. So that's like the upstairs bedrooms. And then downstairs, the original house would have been the kitchen and the living space. And then through here, again, I don't know the dimensions. Oops, hitting the phone. And then through here would have been the old barn. And this was the old byre. It had like stalls in it for like cows and stuff. So that would have been the original byre for keeping the cows and horses and that sort of thing. And then this would have been the barn for keeping like hay and feed and that sort of thing. So like, oh, and like the toilet originally was like a little shed outside. So that's like a little shed outside. Out here was the toilet. So this is the original house. It has since had an extension out here. Which again, because it's not to scale, then it's not so this is now the loft. There's like a loft space here, there's like a little door here. This is a bedroom. This is a bedroom. This is like my stepson's bedroom. This will be my daughter's bedroom when we move up the stairs. These stairs are super steep. So they are like right here. And this is now me and my husband's bedroom. This is the living room, and it is small. I mean, there's like a sofa here, a chair here, a kind of unit thing here, and then the TV sits like underneath the stairs. It is not a big space. It is really very small and cramped, and there's like a coffee table in the middle. So it is really quite a small living room. That's like one downside. And because it's got such thick walls and a tiny little window, it's a really dark room. Through in here, this is now the bathroom. And it is actually a huge bathroom. There's like the big bath there, the shower, and then the toilet and the sink. And then we've got a big chest here holding all the towels and a cabinet on the wall. So we have got the bathroom is in the old barn. Oops, sorry. And this is now a utility room. And we've got a door here at the back. We've got like the washing machine here and a big freezer, and that sort of thing. So we've got utility room, and this is still the byre. And there's a door that you can get from inside the house through into the byre, which is brilliant at lambing time when you've got a sheep in here, because you can go check on the lambs without having to put clothes on. They have also added on a room here, which is like it's got like a sloped roof, and it's like a little like just add-on at the side. And this is my office. This is where I am right now. That's my desk is here, and then I've got some shelving here and more shelving over here. More shelving here. So this is my office, and I'm sitting right here, and I've got a nice big window. And then this is like the front door here, and there's like all the coats and stuff and jackets and shoes and everything there. And then there's a sliding door here, and this is the kitchen, and we have got a table here, a bookshelf here, a playpen here with a pulley above it. There's a big heater here with a pulley above here for drying clothes. We've got the brick fridge freezer, and then we've got like the kitchen is like in here, and there's a peninsula, and we've got the cooker over here, and the sink there in front of the window. There's a nice big window here, there's a nice window here, there's a nice window here. So it's like a really nice light room as opposed to living room. This is a new extension. Yeah, big fridge freezer here, and the kitchen counter. So that's not to scale. But it just amuses me because we've got a pokey little living room. We have got the dining table is in the kitchen. It's one of those eat-in kitchens. And we've got one bathroom that thankfully this is no longer a toilet. This is now actually the shed that the mail gets put in. When the postman comes and there's nobody in, he just leaves it in the shed. There's now no longer a toilet in there, just to clarify, it's all sanitary now. And it just really amuses me when I look at the massive homes that these people, because like we don't have a lot of free space. Like say if you're doing like like you see these like workout programs that you're supposed to exercise at home, the ceiling downstairs is really low. So if you stand in the living room, you put your hands up, you're touching the ceiling. Like if you were really tall, you would be like having to duck walking around in our house probably. And it's like there's nowhere to do like, you couldn't do like yoga in our house because like our bed is like taking up this space, and then you've got like a wardrobe and a dresser and another dresser over here and a crib here and a little bedside table, and like our house is just full of furniture. And it isn't like we have a lot of furniture, it's just a tiny house. And like I am really happy and content in this house. It's all I need. And it just really amuses me watching these people house hunting, and they're doing these tours of these huge grand houses, and they've got like 3 living rooms, and they've got 2 dining places, because they'll have a place in the kitchen they can eat, and then they have a big dining room as well. And they've got like lots of bedrooms and office options, and like yeah, it just really amuses me. And now, don't get me wrong, like we have a tiny house, so trying to fit everybody in for like a big event, like, you know, so for my daughter's birthday party, everyone's going to be between here and here, and it is small spaces. So it will probably be quite stressful. So I do, like, part of me wishes we had a big place where we could sit a lot of people down to eat meals, but we don't, so that's just the way it is. But I love the fact that we've got a nice big bathroom, we've got a nice utility space. That isn't common in houses in the UK. A lot of the times your washing machine is in your kitchen, so having a utility room is quite a luxury here in the UK. I've got my separate office, which admittedly there's no door here, it's just like an open like corridor through that really thick wall, and I've got like a little curtain on my side. So if I'm trying to work and like my husband's in here watching TV, it's really hard. But like I love the kitchen and the dining area and upstairs, like the bedrooms upstairs and our bedroom as well are like quite generous sizes. I guess again, bedrooms in the UK tend to be tiny, especially like new builds. They make these really tiny bedrooms, and in America, like you need to have like a closet in a bedroom, I think, for it to count as a bedroom, like a proper walk-in closet. Whereas here in the UK, most bedrooms do not have walk-in closets. That's very rare. Most of them you just have to buy a wardrobe and like add it as a piece of furniture. There's very rarely built-in storage in a bedroom in the UK. And then we've got this like huge loft space because it extends over where the kitchen is. And that is brilliant because we've got plenty of storage space. So although the house is small, we have a lot of storage space. And my husband is contemplating putting like a bit of a man room in here, like a bit of a man cave. And then maybe having like a bit of storage space at the back, and then maybe having like a bit of a man cave. But he just put the hot water heater in like right here, which isn't the best place to put it because it kind of really breaks the space up. But there is like a window up here, so it just lets some light in, and we've obviously got some lights as well. But it's nice having storage. So yeah, I thought I'd do like a chat about how our house is laid out. But I absolutely love being able to go from the house through into the byre. That is brilliant. Now in time, like my husband's been taking the stalls out of here, and we will eventually not be able to bring livestock in here. It's going to be more like a garage rather than a byre. And that will make me sad because the animals will then be kept in a different building entirely, and I'll have to like get dressed to check on the lambs in like the spring when it's horrible weather and dark and miserable. But I'm sure I'll just have to deal with it. So yeah, I just thought I'd just do like a bit of a ramble, show you how my house is laid out, because it just really amuses me watching these videos of these big grand design houses. And don't get me wrong, they are beautiful, and I really hope that they have a wonderful time. Oh, we do actually have a window in the bedroom, just to clarify. One window. Like, they are beautiful, beautiful houses. And yeah, it's just not for me. I'm quite happy with like a much more simpler way of life. Also the fact that this is a house that there's no mortgage on is nice. And so you kind of take what you've got and be grateful for it. I think there's a lot to be said for that, with being grateful for what you have and being content with what you have, because it'd be really easy to sit and compare your life to those of other people and go, oh wow, they've got this amazing house, I wish my house is that nice. And it's a case of just make my house, the house that I live in, as beautiful as I can. So at the moment I'm working hard on trying to like declutter and just make sure that the house that I live in I'm happy with. Like, we've renovated the kitchen, it's looking beautiful. It's still not quite finished because that's the way it goes. There's like a couple skirting boards that still need to go on. But yeah, it's about being grateful for what you have and just appreciating it for what it is, and not letting the green-eyed monster ruin it. So yeah, I'd be interested if anybody's still awake at this point. I'd be really interested to know if, like, you have a big house or a small house, or do you wish you had a bigger house, or is your house too big, or are you happy with what you've got? And yeah, share in the comments. But otherwise, I hope you take care, and I will see you all hopefully soon. And yeah, take care.